Later today, though, if you do plan on to go out to the holiday lights out on the South Oval around 6 o'clock, we do have some cooler temperatures down into the low 70s, but we do have those scattered rain chances throughout the afternoon and into your evening. That's not going to help our allergies either. We're going to see some allergies. They're still being pesky. They're going to keep being around here for a little while. Weed and mold are up into the high category, so if you've been feeling sniffly, stuffy nose or anything like that, these are your guys right here. Into your Thursday morning early, we see some bands of snow, and look at this pink right here, some wintry precip of sleet and freezing rain, and that'll move off pretty quickly, but it'll stay off to our south. But because of those colder temperatures, any precip we do get tomorrow might stick around for a little bit longer than we saw on your Monday. So keep that in mind. As we saw throughout much of the September, though, we did have that false fall at the beginning. We probably all remember that felt really nice, but as we've kind of gone through the last couple weeks, it's been pretty warm. We've had some 90s here in September. A lot of rain, a lot of severe weather, especially for our friends off to the east, and that's going to continue into your Saturday. Although the severe weather risk is pretty low here in Norman, we're only at a 1 out of 5 risk, a marginal risk here in Norman, mainly for maybe some potentially large hailstones and some gusty winds. But again, that's only for a couple of strong thunderstorms. Now we do have this little bowling ball of energy that's going to try and make its way here, but it's looking like it's going to get caught up in that upper stream, and it's going to kind of not bring us any sort of precip chances. Going to stay pretty warm for your first few days of your next week. But, and look at this, here we have another sort of potential bowling ball energy, as I call it, and this one actually has that potential to bring some rain chances on your Wednesday and then your Thursday, and then hitting into your Friday a little bit as well. And as we kind of just expand out, it's just kind of the same picture for the most part. 80s, upper 80s across the board, although look at Guyman out there, 75, that does seem pretty good. That sounds pretty nice, and we'll potentially be getting those sort of temperatures heading into your next week. And we have broken a record today for a high 14 years ago, November 14th, 2011. We had 80 degrees at our high. Today we're up to 82. I've been here in Oklahoma for a long time. I remember 2011. It was a pretty hot one, and so it makes sense for 2011 to be hot, but we have broken that today. Yeah, Dylan, College Game Day is back, and it is behind me, and the atmosphere is absolutely electric right now. And while Venables and Co. will be bringing the heat, Mother Nature's been actually tuning down the heat for us as a cold front has been sweeping in across the state, bringing in some northerly winds, some colder temperatures, and it feels really great out here. The sun's been peeking out a little bit. It was a little cloudier here earlier today, but sun's been peeking out. But this cold front will be affecting both our College Game Day temperatures and our game day temperatures. So I'll send it back to Dylan in the studio for the rest of those details. Dylan? Welcome back to OU Nightly. It has been a very chilly start to December, but today we've been seeing a little bit different temperatures for today, with some temperatures up into the low 50s right now. Looking pretty clear right now along Highway 9 and Jenkins with that sun starting to set. But again, it has been a little bit warmer, has been kind of nice, especially if you don't like those 30s. It was cold for sure. Now across the metro here, we've been kind of saying the same temperatures much here, upper 40s, low 50s here in OKC, and just been pretty mild, a little bit right around average for this time of year for your temperatures. Now, there again, like if you missed it earlier, we do have that fog advisory, and with those temperatures later tonight, we could be seeing some freezing fog, as those temperatures will be kind of around the low 30s. Right here, 31 in Norman, 33 out in Oklahoma City, and that fog advisory is right along I-35 north and south. So if you have any early morning commuting plans, keep that in mind. You might start the car a little bit earlier to get it defrosted. Now, the drought has been, we've had that wintry precip on your Thursday, but that wasn't really enough to bust the drought. We were up into the extreme category along southern portions of McLean and Cleveland County and out across southwestern portions of the state. So that has been kind of staying around and sticking with us, and that's going to kind of continue as temperature-wise, we're going to be sitting pretty much a little bit above average this time of year. Definitely going to be pretty chilly off to the northeast portions of the U.S. And the precip-wise, we're going to be looking pretty dry. So that's not going to help the drought. But let me go and show you why we're going to be kind of staying dry and warmer. So we do have some pretty good, the jet stream right now is just kind of staying pretty much just pretty average for this time of year, but we do have that cold front, like I mentioned earlier, that we're bringing in first cold front Saturday night into your Sunday morning, cooling us off a little bit into your Sunday and into your Monday. So keep that in mind. But as we head into your next few days, we'll warm back up into some of those 50s. But then later on to your Tuesday, we do have a second cold front that we bring in some cooler temperatures later on into your next week. But again, we're staying warmer, but we have some cold fronts on the way, bringing some gusty winds. So like I've said, though, Saturday we have that cold front right on Saturday afternoons, we gusty out of the south, so that's going to keep us a little bit warmer around the 20-mile-per-hour range. But as we head into your Saturday night, we can see that cold front sweeping in across the state, bringing some gusty winds out of the north this time, with some gusts out of the north about 20 miles per hour, and that's just going to continue and be pretty gusty, up almost into the mid-20-mile-per-hour range. So definitely gusty for your Saturday night and into your Sunday morning. So it'll be cold and it'll be cool as we head into your 7-day forecast. Again, we had that freezing fog, so keep that in mind for your Saturday morning. But then we have 44 as a high for your Sunday, so a little cooler. But as we head into your Tuesday and into your Wednesday, looking a little bit warmer. Like I said, 60 degrees, that's pretty warm. And then as we head into your Thursday and Friday, we have some temperatures up into the low and mid 50s. So looking a little bit warmer. We had those pretty cold temperatures and all that crazy winter weather on the earliest part of December, but looking like it's going to be a little less crazy.